Hi friends, so I want to share a miracle story that happened with one of the warriors back at the site in Rexton. So a few days ago, one of the warriors lost his cell phone in the teepee, and he was frantically looking for it, and a lot of us were all looking for his phone. And so I thought to say the St. Anthony prayer. St. Anthony, please come around. His cell phone is lost and can't be found. And so all of us were in the teepee and we're still looking, and then another person came in and said, hey, I'm looking for the charger because Judd wants to find his phone or wants to charge his phone. So I said, oh, he found his phone? They're like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay, well, that's good to know. So I was happy that St. Anthony answered that prayer. And then just so happens that another person in the teepee had said, oh, Sav, can you pray for St. Anthony to find this old man's camera that was lost? It's been lost for like a week now. We lost it in the woods. And I had kind of just chuckled it off and said, oh, I think that's long gone because it's been over a week now and, it's out in the woods. So I didn't pray the St. Anthony prayer. And a couple of days went by and I had lost these red mittens that I have that an elder made for me. She's 92 years old and they're really special to me, and so I misplaced them. So one of my friends, one of the warrior friends, Dale, said, Sav, why don't you pray the St. Anthony prayer so you can find your mittens? So I said, okay, good reminder. Usually I don't pray the St. Anthony prayer for something that little, but I was like, all right, I'll do it. So I prayed St. Anthony, found them. They were in my trunk, and then as I was driving Dale to one of the sites, he reminded me that I should thank St. Anthony for finding Judd's cell phone and for finding my mittens. And so I was like, oh, right on, thanks for the reminder. So I did the Our Father, and I did one whole decade, so 10 Hail Marys, and then I did a personal prayer to St. Anthony to thank him. And I also remembered that maybe Judd didn't do his prayers just in case he forgot to. I did the thank you prayers for his phone as well. And I asked St. Anthony to keep helping Judd find his items if ever they get lost. And then Dale asked me, he said, can you please pray that St. Anthony find the old man's camera? So he asked me again, so I was like, oh. So I felt like I had to do it because he was really asking me to pray for that. So I did. We prayed from our hearts, and we prayed that, if somebody found that camera, that they return it, or if somebody stole it, that they find it in their hearts to return it because it's so valuable, because the old man's camera had pictures of his late wife on there, so she's no longer alive and that's all he has of her, those photos. And so a couple days went by, and then I was actually just about to leave the whole site and come here to Saskatchewan, and I got a text message from Dale, and he said, guess what? We found the camera. And so I was just mind blown. I was like, no way. So I had to turn around. I was like, I got to come see you. I got something for you. So I turned around and I parked my vehicle and I went up and gave him a big hug, and he was smiling. He was so surprised. He's just like, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. We found the camera. And so I said, okay, I have a gift for you. So I put out my hands and I said, here. And there were rosary beads from Brazil that were blessed from Pope Francis. And I said, these are really special, and now it's your turn to say thank you to St. Anthony, pray the rosary, and continue sharing that gift with others so St. Anthony can help other people. And so he was so grateful. He said, thank you so much. Please put the rosaries on me, and I'm going to keep praying this and keep it going. And I asked him, where was the camera? And he said it was in the woods on a tree, on a branch. It was just dangling, hanging there. And it had been a week, it had rained, and the camera clicks and it still works. So clearly St. Anthony put the camera there in the woods where Dale always is, because we call him Dale the Beaver, and he's always in the woods. And so the camera was in the woods. And it just blew my mind. And the moral of the story is that God is the Almighty, and He can do anything that is impossible. He will make things possible, and prayer is most powerful. And so it just showed me that I should never doubt St. Anthony, and that I should never doubt God, because God can do anything. And also, it's such a beautiful message to share prayer with others. There's many different types of ways to pray, and I'm just so honored to be a part of that witness. Amen.